Welcome, Sagittarius. This is Eleanor with Peaches by Starlight Tarot here with your September reading, and let's just get right into it. So your affirmation for September, everything is going to be okay. So I'm not even going to call this an affirmation. It'll be more of a mantra, and I feel like you might need to write it down somewhere because this is a great all-purpose one that can always bring you back to center. And if you have trouble believing it, that just remember that you're still here. So far it's turned out to be true. So far. So for your first week, you have luxury. See, we're off to a great start already. It's gonna be okay. Even if you have to make it okay yourself, because this is talking about carving out time and space to recharge and to treat yourself, to bask in the things and the spaces that you enter the chaos for every day. It's like a week to step out of the maelstrom and regroup. So, like, by enter the chaos for, I mean, like, it's what you do it all for. It's your reason for everything. So, for the second week, you have loss. So, okay, maybe it does get a little hairy, but remember, everything is going to be okay. This card is saying that if you need to cry it out, do it. It's going to be refreshing and it's going to be cleansing for the new that's coming in. And this doesn't mean that anything catastrophic or life-changing has to happen. That doesn't make it suck any less, right? So we're going to get some more clarification on this when we get into the tarot. We'll find out just what that's all about. So for the third week, you have independence. So whatever this was, it looks like you discover how little you needed it to begin with. And it's a week to stand tall and to be proud of yourself. Hush. So this shows you in a powerful stance against victimhood and inspiring others with how you show up with so much strength in the face of chaos. So for your fourth week, you have Eve. So this is talking about loving or at least accepting yourself in totality, that no one is all good or all bad. Everyone's just people. So give yourself a little grace this week. All right, so for how people are seeing you, you have the Three of Swords. So whatever is going on with you here in that second week, you are receiving a tremendous amount of empathy. People see you as a fighter and a survivor, and they know you're going to be okay. But they are holding space for you. It's just that you need to know that you're going to be okay. But others see you as that you're going to be okay. So for your immediate environment and physical experience, the Two of Swords. So while there is a sense of deadlocked energy throughout that first part of the month, this fourth week energy of duality is your ticket out. There's a feeling of being pulled in two directions, but maybe that's what this loss is about. You might have to make a choice, and then when you choose one thing, that means you can't choose the other, and so you have to let it go. But that does it puts you kind of in the power position of that, though. Not that something's happening to you, but you do have to make a tough choice. So then there is that slow release of guilt over that choice as the month progresses. Like, it could be between two houses, two jobs. You might be choosing sides in a dispute, or you might even be having to make a hiring choice of some kind for, like, a personal service. So for your mental space and communication, you have judgment. So, oh yeah, definitely you're hearing a call and there's a sense of personal urgency to answer it. But I sense with that Two of Swords that you'd prefer not to be hearing it because everything was comfortable and this pull is creating discomfort. For example, okay, let's say if it were about a relationship, you could be with someone really deserving of your love, who you want to love, you have loved, but you met someone who blows your mind and disrupts your whole world, and you just have to know what it could be like with them. But at the same time, you don't want to hurt this first person. They don't deserve that. So to have this mental energy in your second house, that pretty much tells me that it's pretty all-consuming right now. So for parenting yourself, you have the Queen of Wands. And so this is you in your fullest expression of power and will, really coming into your own and showing it there in that third week. Actually, with this Eve card, it's about no longer judging your desires or labeling your passions as good or bad, but allowing yourself to be unapologetically and unabashedly you. When you break free from judgment around these categories, that good or bad, that's when you break that stalemate right there. It's that you have one good choice and one bad choice, and it's like removing that label is what frees that. So for pleasures, Ace of Pentacles, so very physical and tangible. Just like in that luxury card, the pleasure is, in the very literal sense, something nice. Buying yourself something nice, treating yourself to the best food, a beauty treatment, a spa day, what have you. Make your oasis, take your joy in it. Invest in entertainment, buy a concert ticket of some kind, or you might also be receiving a material gift from a potential suitor, I'm seeing. All right, so for what's the sixth house? Daily habits, health habits, and work. King of Pentacles. Man, okay, was luxury and Ace of Pentacles in your fifth? You really are living it up. So you might so while this is a card about work and job, you might not be going to work for long. Someone might be able to take care of things so that you can stay home. For some of you, but others of you, maybe more of you, independence. It might be you taking control of your finances so that you can go after what's calling you down here in that Judgment card. Having financial reasons to stay put can 100% cause this Two of Swords impasse in your second house of finances when you have something you desire so badly that's going to compromise that security. But it shows you taking it into your own hands with that Queen of Wands and independence, so you can go after whatever you damn well please, I'm seeing. So in your partnerships and contracts, Queen of Swords. Interestingly, that the traditional card for that Two of Swords, it shows a blindfolded woman, unable to see her answer or make a decision. But here it's the Queen of Swords who is definitely making a decision. It's an unemotional one. There is that sense of wanting to judge or feeling shame over having certain feelings and wanting to make a call that's free of that influence. And they are saying that, yeah, be smart about it if you are financially tied to someone, or also if an offer is on the table to combine assets with someone. I see you choosing not to, choosing the path of greater individuality and autonomy, and that way you don't have to be running your personal decisions through that extra filter. For intimacy and surrender, the Death card. So what's that they say? Your new life is, I don't know why that light keeps being goofy. Your new life will cost you your old one. And that's pretty much the summation of having this in your eighth house. You may or may not make such a huge, bold move this month, but the pull is definitely there, and you're at the crossroads. That pull, there's the crossroads. Like I said before, have grace for yourself, because that is such a huge transition, and it's a heavy cost, don't get me wrong. So don't make the choice lightly. If you're hoping the answer is that you can sit on the fence forever, though, they're saying no. Sorry. All right, so for what is this? Wisdom and philosophy, the Queen of Pentacles. You have three queens here. You are totally stepping into your personal ownership and self-rulership. And you also have the King and Queen of Pentacles here, cosmic counterparts. Masculine and feminine of the earth element. So I love this with that luxury and the Ace of Pentacles in your fifth, because you're leveling up your physical experience, grounding some higher insight into your reality. You're setting different boundaries around your body and your actual stuff, delineating my stuff. You might also be expanding your awareness about how your outer and your inner worlds are reflections of one another. So there's a feeling of reverse engineering something. So rather than like trying to manifest something out of nothing based purely on the power of thought, you're recognizing the power in a healthy, safe, clean, beautiful environment. That all of the manifestation meditations and visualizations mean nothing if your environment is in that much disarray and is that unpleasant. So you're investing in that first week, and it indicates that in your fifth and sixth houses as well. So for reputation and legacy, Seven of Cups. You're building a reputation as someone who goes after their dreams, being known as a visionary and a dreamer. The world asks why, and you ask why not, right? So even if you don't always know how or what it looks like, you take the good and the bad, or should I say the challenging, and you make a stellar life out of it. It's one that people want to emulate. Right. And so for your relationship to community, you have temperance. So by the fourth week of that Eve energy, you'll be feeling more integrated in the world, less like you don't belong because of all this intense desire. You'll be recognizing your humanity and your divinity in yourself and others. It's like, you know, the term namaste. I'm gonna butcher it, but it's the something, it's the divinity in me sees and honors the divinity in you. But it's also with this, the humanity in me sees and honors the humanity in you. It's recognizing that the struggle that you're going through is exactly what puts you in good company with other humans, not something to create a sense of otherness in you. I hope that made sense. I know I kind of zipped through it. For the hidden influence, Five of Swords. I'm just now seeing these two mountains repeated in the Judgment card and that Queen of Swords card. And the Queen of Pentacles, she's got kind of the same motif. It's walking a middle road. It's a superhighway or express lane towards this calling, what's calling to you. So in your subconscious, they're showing whether it's a little impatience or fear, wanting to just get there without the discomfort of letting something go with that death card up there. It's a desire to beat the system in some way, to have it all figured out on the first day, right? And they are saying that it's a long game. It's an epic story. It doesn't just get taken care of that quick. They're also saying that you're on fire and you've got this. Everything is going to be okay. You're taking care of yourself beautifully and you're keeping your fire lit. It's like I would love to tell you that all of this is a win-win situation, but I read for the real world, okay? And many times situations do not have a win-win resolution. So you might be facing a win-lose, and they want to ensure you that the win here is in this independence and that queen energy to be your own all the way. So that's what I have for you, Sagittarius, and I will talk to you in October. Thank you.